2025. You have posted intermittently, you have shown up, posted a post, gotten a couple views, didn't post for 3 weeks, or maybe you didn't post for 3 months or 6 months or longer. It's okay. I'm not judging. I have been there. And then on the other side, you have maybe at 1,000 or 1,200 views. And you're like, oh my goodness, that was exciting, but I don't know if I can do that again. I don't know if I can repeat it. And I'm just gonna wait to make sure that what I did wasn't a fluke and wasn't an accident. And so I'm gonna wait before I post again. I have done both. And I just feel like it's time to give ourselves a chance, a real chance to let the content marketing work for us. And it's funny because I teach content marketing, but I haven't done it consistently. I have just consistently helped others for their businesses. And now I'm like, now it's time to have a presence online for myself. And so I'm taking you through the journey of somebody who already knows what to do and finally actually doing it for myself and showing you along the way what you can learn from the things I did wrong and the things I did right. And the first thing I think that is tremendously important is to actually commit to the content marketing, because content marketing is not the only way that you can grow your business. It is a great way if you want to go the free way. You don't have to pay to use content marketing. You could pay with advertisements and boosting posts and things of that nature, but you don't have to. You can actually just post content for free. You can grow your business online for free. You can get attention for free. And so if you actually commit to content marketing, you can actually see some growth. And I'm talking about, like, what does full commitment look like and how are you able to execute it? And so I'm going to share my plan and what I'm going to be doing. And then maybe you can take some nuggets from that and you can be able to apply it as you want to. The first thing that I realized in terms that I have like never done before is I've never actually put my content marketing on my calendar. I have put like reminders here and there, like share my freebie, share my resource in Facebook groups, which is where I've been able to grow a lot in terms of generating leads. But I've never actually put my content marketing on my calendar at any point in time. My content creation, my posting, everything has been random. And so the number one commitment that I have for my content marketing for next year is to actually put it on my schedule, to put it on my calendar, to say, this is when I'm going to create, this is when I'm going to show up, this is when I'm going to actually like create the content, schedule the content, post the content, however I'm going to make that plan. I want to acknowledge some of you that have joined. And if you're here live with me, thank you so much. Drop where you're watching from, drop your name so I can shout you out and say thank you for your presence. What's up, Jesus? Soph, I just had to check. Oh my goodness, wow. I hope everything is okay with that. Someone left a message and they're watching from Florida. What up, what up? I have family in Florida. I'm in California. And so, but I'm talking about content marketing. And look, shout out please. What's up, Trisha? How you doing? Yeah, I have family in Miami. Family in Miami, Jamaica, New York. So my family from Jamaica, you know, they're in Florida, New York, England, Canada, like we're everywhere. Talia, is it Talia or Talia? Tell me number one or two. Hi, A-Love, you live. I appreciate that. Like most of my family is in NY. That's dope. That's dope. I've been there once and it was really, really cold, but it was really, really fun. I have a beautiful scarf that I got off the street. So, okay, we're talking about committing to content marketing. What can we do to commit to content marketing? The first thing that we could do is actually just put it on the schedule, put it on the calendar. Find a block of time. What's up, Patty? Saying hello. Thanks for joining. Find a block of time that you can actually do it. I am actually simultaneously working on my computer and talking at the same time because I can actually do both. Number one, Talia. Okay, great, awesome. I hope I said it in the right order. Okay, yes. Um, put it on the schedule. Put it on the schedule and say, I'm going to do this for this amount of time. And the thing that got me thinking about this was I was sitting in an appointment with my son this morning. I have twins. You guys want to see my babies? Look, there they are. And we were sitting in the doctor's office, and I was just writing. I was writing some thoughts. I was writing some ideas down, and I all of a sudden thought, thank you so much. I appreciate your compliments, my boys, my hearts. Um, but I was thinking about how I don't have a set time to write. Bye, Patty. I hope you subscribe and come back another time and hear about content marketing. You can join the email community as well so you don't miss out on a future live or post. But I create content randomly, or I had been creating content randomly. And there was no rhyme or rhythm to when I would do it. A lot of times I'd get ideas before I go to sleep. I'd get ideas early in the morning, in the middle of the night um, when one of my babies would wake up. Levi says, "Smart woman, thank you for the information. I appreciate you. Make sure you make sure you subscribe before you go and join the M2 marketing community, where I help you to create a magnetic and meaningful marketing message to attract your ideal customers and get attention from them, attract the right people, and be able to grow your business and your impact." So, okay. Um, I content marketing, content creation has been random for me, and I'm not doing that anymore. So I'm creating a schedule that I can actually stick to. Just like when we go to work, we stick to the schedule. If you have to be at work from 8 to 5, if you have to be at work 9 to 6, whatever it is, Monday through Friday, whether you work weekends or whether you work nights, whatever it is your schedule, whatever your schedule is, you have to stick to that. And admittedly, I have been scared to commit to a schedule because a schedule is hard. Like, it's hard to get up and go to work sometimes, right? It's hard to commit to going to work out or working out at home. But I'm like, well, if I don't commit on my calendar, then I don't have to feel bad when I don't do it. But then when I don't do it, whether I put it on my calendar or not, I feel bad anyways because I really haven't done anything to progress in my goals. And so the first thing I want you to do is you're on your phone, and I want you to start putting in your schedule. Say, I'm going to create content for 30 minutes, or I'm going to write for 30 minutes, because I believe content starts with writing and then you start recording. Whether that's your ideas, your titles, your themes, your main points, content starts with writing, or you can speak it and record it. I like to do both. Soph says, I tried staying on a schedule for a lot of things, but eventually I stopped, and I've tried multiple times. You know what? Me too. You are not the first, and you won't be the last. And everybody has probably struggled with this at some point or another. But I think it's setting an attainable schedule, right? So if you, hey there again, Patty, if you start with a schedule that is actually attainable, it's going to be easier to stick with it. It's still going to be a challenge because you're changing your behavior, and changing your behavior, um, it can be difficult. It can be difficult. Hey Booker, I do like to sing sometimes, but I'm not going to sing about pumpkin pie right now. We're talking about content marketing. So I want you to like create a modest schedule. And if you create a modest schedule, you're going to feel like this is just so easy. And that's the point. You want it to be so easy that it would just kind of be silly to not do. Like, I have set the goal for 15 minutes to do some physical activity, whether that's to go walk, whether that's to walk in place in my house, or to do squats in the house, or to use 5-pound weights. I mean, like literally 3 or 5 pound weights. And you might think like, oh my goodness, this is so easy. I could swing this around. But if you do it for 15 minutes straight, if you just go like this, even with nothing in your hands for 15 minutes straight, what you thought was very, very simple and what you thought was very, very easy starts becoming more strenuous, starts becoming more difficult, more of a challenge. It's not impossible, but you start feeling the fatigue after you keep on doing the same exact thing over and over again. And so what I want you to do is I want you to start picking up a 3 pound weight, theoretically, right? And this is your content strategy, content marketing schedule. And you're going to pick up a 3 pound weight and you're going to put one thing on your calendar. And then you're going to keep on doing that and doing that until it gets so easy, it's boring. And then you're going to actually add more to your schedule. So you're not going to put all the things that you need to do all the time. You're only going to put one thing, even if that's just, I'm going to write for 5 minutes. I'm going to write ideas for 5 minutes. Turn off all notifications, turn off all content in your ears. Like, don't listen to content for that time. Don't consume for that time, and just create. 5 minutes. It's so easy. How could you not? I don't know how many minutes are in a day. Like, I can't do that math in my head right now. Or actually I could, but I'm not willing to. I don't want to think that hard right now. But 60 minutes per hour, 5 minutes, 5 minutes from 1 hour in a day. Out of 24 hours, you take 5 minutes to just write your ideas. And then you can either go live and take one of those ideas and just talk about it. And then that's your content creation. Or you can write out your ideas and you can actually use that for a post. But it starts with actually putting it on the calendar. So can you put 2 things on the calendar, or 3 things on the calendar? One is to write the ideas, one is to create, and then one is to post. And that's it, right? And we want to make things very, very simple, not not to the point where it becomes so, like, there's some big ideas that we have and it can take a lot to explain them. It can take a lot to go into sharing them. And when we're just starting off on something, we don't want to create the full like masterpiece right now. Like, when someone is drawing a picture, they might start with the eyes. If they're writing or drawing a portrait of somebody. And so just start with the eyes. Just start with like the framework, right? They might draw the head, the shape of the face first, then put the eyes there, then the nose comes. Like, everything's not all at once. Let me check this message. Let's let's see. Good gameplay. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate it. So that's the one thing, is using your schedule in order to maximize your ability to commit. Let me see here. I'm like working on multiple computers at the same time. Okay. So we have the first commitment of putting it on the schedule. And then my husband keeps texting me and I'm like just trying to make sure, is it something that I like need to know? One of our love languages is communicating through text message with YouTube shorts. But committing to the type of content, and let me explain. I've been going live every single day for the past 19 days now. It has been absolutely amazing. I have seen a lot of growth. I have seen my community grow. I have gotten more watch hours. Like, I've never had this many watch hours before. I'm at 180 subscribers since before I went live on this live today. And it's because I started doing lives, and I refused to go live before, like refused, would not. I'm like, no, that's not for me. I am not somebody that likes to go live because what if I stutter, or what if I like lose my train of thought? What if I I don't know, get flustered or get nervous or something like that. Oh, okay. But the reality of it is, like Patty said, no one cares if you get nervous. No one cares if you stutter. No one cares if you have to take a pause to regroup and think about your thoughts or to drink some water, which actually, that was really good. The only thing that people really care about is getting value out of whatever you have to offer. If you offer something that people will get value out of, then they'll actually hang around. That's really all that matters. And let me move this a little closer. Going live has shown me exactly that. That people come and go based on the value that they want, based on the value that they get. And so at one point, I had up to 20 people on live with me. I got one person chilling with me right now. It's not a big deal because when you actually commit, the people that will value and benefit from the information that you have to share, they will stick around. And then the ones maybe they love it, right? Have you ever scrolled on Netflix and you seen something you were interested in and you're like, oh, that looks really, really good, but I don't have time to watch that now. I'm gonna heart it and watch it later. I'm gonna add it to my list, right? I have tons of things on my list because I don't want to forget it. So some people are gonna pop in and some people are gonna pop out, and they're going to subscribe and they're going to hopefully join my email list so that they can keep up to date with the future posts. And the link is in the description. And and they're just gonna pop in. And then they're gonna come back later when they have time. Like, oh, this is actually cool. I'd love to hear more about this, but I actually don't have the time to stick around. And so we really want to get in the habit of just really understanding that it's not about the initial numbers right there, but it's really about showing up and delivering the message. But it takes maybe delivering that message on in a format that you've never done before. And so I refused to go live, but I haven't refused to go live anymore. And because of that, I have had, I think it's like over 466% increase in my subscribers. I have had, oh my goodness, like multiple hundreds of percent increase in my watch hours. A couple 100% increase in my views, like so many, right? Like I think like over 200% increase in my views. And it's because of lives. And so if you're actually, thank you so much so for subscribing. I also really, really hope that you join the M2 marketing community, because there it's called the Magnetic and Meaningful Marketing Community, because I believe that marketing starts with the message, and the words that you use attract the right people in order to get the people that will want to be in your community and eventually convert into being a customer. I believe that it starts with connecting through words. And so if you want to learn how to do that, hit the link, hit the description, and then hit the link um, so that you can join. Either you can get the personal brand profit plan, which will add you to the community, or you can just join the community without getting any resource. I suggest you get the resource because I worked really hard on it. It's really good. And so, yeah, the first thing is committing by putting your content creation on your schedule. The second thing is trying different formats like going live. And I don't want that to be the only thing, right? Use what's available to you. People say, oh, you do only one platform. First of all, within that one platform, if you chose to do that, which I'm going to tell you, you shouldn't do only one platform, but and so how much are you using those? Oh, okay. How much are you using those? How much are you using the community tab? How much are you using the YouTube shorts, regular videos, podcasts, the like just creating playlists in general? How much are you using YouTube lives? And how much are you using community tab in order to get your content out there. And so if you fully commit, you will use all the resources available to you. Don't only use one and say, it's not working, it's not worth it. We had to go through, if you're at least in the United States, um, first grade through 12th grade. And kindergarten's optional for most people, but most people do that. And hello, Creole from Los Angeles, woot woot, home of um, all the great sports, right? Um, but we got SoFi over here. We got the new, what's that called? Intuit Dome. Yeah, yeah, we out here in LA. Um, but okay, now I lost my train of thought. But all right, so we're talking about the different types of content, right? How you're able to commit to doing different forms of content. Um, Somebody that I really enjoy, a couple people that I really enjoy how they do their content, other than regular videos, is Gary V comes up to mind. He will like write on a post-it and then take a picture of the post-it and then post the picture of the post-it, right? Like one time he was standing recently in the past couple of weeks, he was standing by a truck and they superimposed a message on the back of the truck, and I know they didn't, it wasn't real. I could tell that they had added it, but he was standing by the truck with his cup of coffee and they put the message on the back of the truck. Very creative. And he used that on the community tab. So can we get out of our heads and stop saying that it has to be a certain way, that the content has to be a certain way? It only can be a video. It only could be a short. We have all the different avenues of content. Why? Because YouTube knows that people like to consume content in different ways. So if we can give people the opportunity to consume content in the way that they like the best, then we can reach more people. And then content creation will actually start working for us. And so, okay, let's recap here. Will you finally commit to content marketing in 2025 by scheduling your content creation, your content recording, and your content posting, and by using different media types like going live, doing regular pre-recorded videos, using podcasts, community posts? Will you try these different avenues to reach your future audience? Soph says, I'm thinking about making another channel to start a small business, but I'm not sure if I should or not because I usually get a lot of work at school, so I don't think I'd get enough time to post. Well, Soph, it's just you and me hanging out here. What type of channel do you have right now? Like, why do you feel like it would need to be a different channel? And while you're talking about this, I want to share about me and my multiple channel ideas, because I feel like we all have different ideas that we want to complete. We all want to fulfill, kind of fulfill like our passions, right? We have passions, and then we have plans about businesses, and we're like, what can overlap, what needs to be separated? And I delayed creating content for a very, very long time because I didn't know where I wanted to go. I was stuck between wanting to do business and wanting to kind of fill my creative need to like feed my passionate heart as well. And you know what, like, kind of freed me was I created a second channel and I didn't post anything on it. But creating the second channel gave me the permission and a place to post the other content when I was ready. And because I did that, I've been able to start showing up consistently on this one. Because I personally didn't want to have like a lifestyle type business channel, and which is funny because I actually do kind of share a little bit of lifestyle here. But I really want it to be about the business and not necessarily about me. So So the other page, I'm not going to say the name. Well, I'll say it now, but keep it a secret, okay? Everybody doesn't know. And there's nothing there right now, but that's going to be a different channel just for about like motherhood and stuff. It's called Doing Mom Stuff. And the whole premise is just of me doing mom stuff, cleaning up, playing with my kids, maybe sometimes putting toys together for them because sometimes I buy things that need to be built. And between me and my husband, I like to do it more than he does. The instructions are usually a lot, but sometimes cooking, all of these different things. I just wanted a place to call home for the things that I'm passionate about, that I love, but I don't necessarily want to pursue as the center of my business. So that's more content creator type content that I'll be putting over there. I've created a lot of content over there and I'm gonna start posting it soon. But I'll start posting it by January because we said we're gonna do schedules. So I'll start posting it by January, but that is not my primary business. So that's really just me having kind of like self-expression as a mom, and really a library of proof to my family when my kids grow up and say, well, what have you done for me? All of this? No. But okay, so you said right now, I'm not really sure what I want to post, so I've just been doing random things, so it isn't really working. But I love doing crafts, so that's the kind of business I'd want to start. So, okay, so how about you stick to the one channel, because if you're in school, school is very demanding and it can be really hard to do anything else other than school. So I would say let's start with the one channel. And right now you could do two different things. You can throw spaghetti on the wall and post different things and see what you like. It's not really going to be about finding an audience when you post random different things. It's going to be finding the overlap between maybe some videos that stick out to your audience more than others, and then and then what you love. So you might create a vlog and then realize that the 100 different clips that you included in order to make a 8-minute video look interesting is not appealing to you. Like, I'll do vlog-ish. Yeah, let me see. Are we back? Are we back? Follow your bliss life. Okay, yes. Hello, follow your bliss life. Welcome. We have to figure out what's going to work for us. So I want to touch on a couple of different things right now. So follow your bliss. Hey Angel, I just found you through Sienna's channel. New sub here. I like your videos and what you have to offer. I'm going to do the best I can to share what I learned too. I hope you see me that I'm back now. Okay, perfect. It's my internet. I don't know. I know that our router is in the attic, so sometimes the connection gets a little wonky. I need to get an internet extender to help make the internet go further in the house. Okay, so let's talk about this. Let's get into this. Let's do a little coaching call. So if you're just joining us right now, we're talking about committing to content marketing in 2025 because what we've been doing has not been working, but I've been going live for the last 19 days and it has been working. And so what I've seen is that committing full force is beneficial and it will help and you grow. Like, I have not been smaller the next day than I was the day before. I have always gotten bigger, always gotten more views, and always gotten more watch hours every that I'm showing up. And so, okay, most. You're not posting to get attention. You're not even posting to try to get views. You're only posting to figure out what you want to do. Or if you have already joined my email list, you'll get an email from me and you can send me an email and say, hey, please send me the niche finder. And if you send me an email after you join my email list, please send me the niche finder. I will reply to you with the link to my Passion and Profit niche finder. And then for those watching on replay, I'll add the link specifically to the Passion and Profit Niche Finder. And it has a whole bunch of questions. I wish I would have had this when I first started because I posted randomly too. I posted about, I did a facial live It was terrible. I did a live facial on YouTube. I did, what do you call it? Doing my makeup. I did, let's see, unboxing of Thrive Market food, because I eat a vegan plant-based diet, nutritional, organic type stuff or whatever. My content was everywhere. I did vegan recipes. I talked about weight loss and vegan protein. Like I was kind of everywhere, right? And then I realized that I enjoy these things, but I don't want to build a community around them. You get what I'm saying? And so if I would have had the passion and profit niche finder, it would have helped me to see what am I passionate about or very interested about that I also am proficient in that I could talk about to make money with. So covering all those P's: passion, proficiency, and passion, and putting those all together, right? To it's so essentially like you could say it's almost like a career questionnaire, but for your business, for you to figure out what you have to waste time. This might take you maybe on the low side 30 minutes, maybe on the long side if you're really, really thinking about it, maybe like an hour and a half. But after you complete it, then you should know what direction you want to go in, because you're going to think about some of these questions like, okay, do I like this because of how it makes me feel? Or do I like this because I feel like this is fun? Or do I like this because like this is not only fun, but I would love if this was my career and this is all I talked about 8 hours a day instead of going to a job. And so these are some of the questions that you need to ask yourself when it comes to deciding what you're going to build your YouTube page on. Oh my gosh, hold on. Hold on. Oh no. Okay. 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 It's okay. It's okay. Okay, Baba. Okay. Okay. Sorry. Okay. 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 Real life. My baby fell out of bed. He rolled out of bed, I think, trying to get up. Whew, wait. Okay, let's take a minute. You okay? Okay. 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 That made me hot. Just give me a minute, y'all. Okay, sweetie. Okay. 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 It's still nap time, trying to keep the light out of his eyes, but man, nobody wants your baby to be falling or anything. All right, let's see here. What did I miss? Okay, good. Hope I can get online tomorrow or later. Bye, Soph. Angel, I watched some of your lives, but I like this one where you respond to the chat. Is your contact info on your YouTube profile? So follow your bliss. If you join any of my email lists, you will automatically get an email from me, and that is the email that I do respond to. I'm not going to say it live because I don't want anybody to just email me just to kind of like email me for emailing me's sake. But if you actually join the community, you will get my email. You automatically get an email. You can click the link in the description. I have 2 links in the description for the personal brand profit plan. And if you join that, you'll get an email from me. Reply to that, you'll get a response from me. Like, I will actually respond to it. You won't get an automated email from me other than what I deliver to you. And then if you join the M2 marketing community, which is the magnetic and meaningful marketing community, where we talk about marketing strategy, content marketing, and personal growth in order to give ourselves a voice and let it be heard so that we can attract the audience that wants to become our future customers. So join any of those two links in the description, and then you can reply to the automated email that you get from me, and then just let me know that you want the niche finder, and I will send you the link to that personally. Okay. um, Thanks for the community and information you're trying to get out into the world. I appreciate you. I appreciate you too. Follow your bliss life. What's your name, my darling? And you say you keep randomly freezing out like each other live when you filmed behind the scenes content creating as a mom. Yeah, I plan to do that more a little bit, you know, and it was random. I didn't think that all my kids were gonna get up. AJ, it's a pleasure to meet you, AJ. My name's Angel, but you know that already, but it just feels weird not to say that. Yeah, you know, we were hanging out, we had a day off, and all the kids were up. And here's something that I believe that you don't have to hide being a parent. Yeah, I don't believe that you have to have everything like perfect. My baby woke up and fell out of the bed, and so I went to go get my baby. And then while I did that, a whole bunch of people left. I don't care, because whoever wants to be here is going to be here, and I am terribly sorry about the bad connection. My router's in the attic and I'm in the living room, so we have drywall and wood and a whole bunch of stuff that's kind of blocking the signal. But I'm looking for a router extender to help with the connection. Let's see. AJ says, you seem like a beautiful soul, and that's the community I want to be connected to. Looking forward to staying in touch. I am looking forward to it too. And feel free to also reach out on Instagram. My @ is marketing in her eyes, same as on YouTube. I'll respond to the email to send the niche finder, but like to converse, I like Instagram, like DMs. So hit me up in the DMs. Yeah. So yes, cheers, AJ. So okay, let's keep going with this, right? So let's talk about committing to content marketing. And also I do like looking at the comments, AJ, but sometimes people are just like saying crazy things in the comments depending on the day. Like randomly I'll get people that are blowing the comments up with like a lot of negativity. Sorry about that, guys. But I will do my best to sift through those. If I have more people that are regulars that come in, that I can make them moderators, then it can help to kind of like sift out some of the bad actors that are not here to promote positivity like we are. So, okay, let's talk about more the inner calendars. We're going to try different media formats like going live and pre-recorded and pod. And then I said before, in terms of committing to content marketing, I said earlier, we're not just going to focus on one platform. And I'm not saying you have to be everywhere, but we're not going to focus on only one platform. Here's why. Because Google, the biggest search engine in the world, came up with these statistics. And they said that in order for people to buy from you, in order for them to want to spend with you, on average, they need to consume at least 7 hours of content from you over 11 different times and over 4 different platforms. 4. Not 1, not 2, but 4. Here's the caveat, is that it doesn't have to be a social media platform. That's why I always invite people to join my email community, because that counts as a platform. So if I have YouTube, my email, and then I have Instagram, and then I plan on using LinkedIn. because I do business services with and content marketing, digital marketing strategies. And so LinkedIn is great for professional services and B2B. So you need 4 locations. One of them needs to be your own private community. One of them needs to be email. But then you actually really need to do, and then that's going to be Instagram, maybe LinkedIn if you do professional services or B2B, and then either TikTok, Facebook, depending on who your target market is, right? That's really going to be it. There are other places where you can post. There are so many different social media platforms, but those are the main ones. And if you have ever heard of Alex Hermosi, he actually went through all the different like main platforms and said that his most profitable platform is Instagram. YouTube is right there, right after, second, and then what do you call it? Facebook was high up on there, and TikTok was actually on the lower end, got more attention, but wasn't very profitable for him. So you got to think about all of these things when you're creating your content marketing strategy and your commitment plan. But you should be committing to at least 4 different platforms. Now, if you want to learn how to create a strategy that allows you to be on all of those different platforms without burning yourself out, then make sure you join the community, because I'll be going into detail with that in email, and then sharing some resources that will be exclusive to my community. So a couple things is that you want to start with long form content. So there's a reason why I choose to talk in a long format on YouTube, because everything that I say, first of all, is now copywritten. It is public knowledge of the things that I say, and then that also gives me a foundation of something that I can use for my future content. And so I have a bank of content already. I have hours and hours and hours of content that I have already created. I don't need to go to ChatGPT. I don't need to go to Gemini. Both of those are great resources and I use them both. But I don't need them to tell me what to say. I don't need to tell them. I don't need them to tell me what to post, or like, you know, I don't need it to write content for me. I speak my content, I write my content myself. Now, I'm going to use ChatGPT and Gemini to repurpose my content to give me fresh ideas, summaries, bullet points, and my content that I have already created. But it starts with creating long form content. And so going back to picking your YouTube channel niche and what your topic is going to be, it should be something that you can freeform talk about. I didn't have any notes today. I came up with the topic at the top of my head. I said, what do I want to talk about today? Because the plan is to go live, not plan. That is scheduled. I'm set to go live every single day for 30 days. I started on December 8th, so today is day 19, and I have been consistent where I've gone live at least once a day or sometimes multiple days. Why is my ring red? This is an Enzo ring, and it's silicone, and my husband and I went out of town for our 9th anniversary to Cabo with some friends. And when we travel out of country, I do not wear my actual wedding ring. And ever since we've been back from Cabo, which has been October, I haven't gotten my ring out of the safe that is in our house and I do have access to. I have just been that lazy. So this is what I usually wear when I either work out or go out of town. And then when we got back in town, I never switched it back. Says Operation Solo says, I am a carpenter. The married men wear those silicone rings to keep safe. Yes. So my husband actually used to be in construction, and I had got us both Enzo rings, and he started wearing the Enzo ring on the construction site because it's a lot safer. Um, Interesting story. I have had a ring cut off my finger with the like jaws of life, essentially, um, from um, from the fire department. I had a ring cut off of my finger. I thought they were going to cut my finger off. I was about 9 years old, and and I was hanging on the. I was playing around. I was being silly, but I was hanging on the door in the bathroom because one of my friends, they were just taking forever. Honestly, I was being a jerk. I was being silly. I wasn't trying to be mean, but I was just like hanging on it, going like this, and my ring got pinched, and it pinched around my finger. My finger started turning purple, and they had to call the fire department to cut the ring off my finger. And I said, "Are you gonna have to cut my finger off?" And they said, "We hope not." That didn't make me feel good. It hurt when they cut it off because it was so tightly pinched around my finger. But they did get it off, and I was not harmed. I just want to recognize some of the people joining us on live. We have the Carpenter, we have Kevin, we have is it Prakash and Milton. Hello, hello. We are talking about committing to content marketing in 2025. As a recap, since you're just joining us, here are some of the things that we're doing in order to fully commit to content marketing in 2025 to increase our visibility, grow our business, our impact, and our profit in 2025 and beyond. So the first one is actually scheduling content marketing and content creation. So putting it on your calendar like you would actually go to work. You go to work every single day. You know what time you have to show up. You know what time your lunch is, and you know what time you leave. Every single day you go to lunch. Every single day you should have your content scheduled in your calendar to actually create the content. So I want you to schedule 3 things. You're going to schedule your content creation, which starts with your writing. And then once you're done with your writing, you're going to schedule your recording. And then once you're done with your recording, you're going to schedule your posting. And you're going to put it in your calendar, and you're just going to follow the calendar. When you get the notification, you're going to do what it says. It says write, you go write. It says record, you go record. And how you're going to keep up with that schedule is you're going to be modest. You're not going to say, okay, I'm going to block out 2 hours. No, you're not. No more than 15 minutes, minimum 5 minutes. Okay, you're going to put it on your calendar. Then you're going to actually commit to creating content in different formats. So you're going to take pictures, you're going to record videos, you're going to go live, you're going to use a community post, you're going to upload as podcasts, you're going to upload as regular videos, you're going to upload shorts. And you're going to use all those different formats in order to share your content because people internet has been funky, and my internet has been funky, so sorry about that. So then that was number 2. Number 3, we are going to be on multiple platforms because Google says that we need 4 platforms. One platform is going to be email, and one's going to be YouTube, and then one's likely going to be Instagram, and then maybe either TikTok or LinkedIn, depending on who your target audience is. So that's how we're going to commit. We're going to commit with our time. We're going to commit with our effort. We're going to commit on the different platforms that we're going to share on because your customer is on multiple platforms, and we need to build trust before people will actually buy from us. So we need to show people that our business doors are open. Virtually. Okay? So I know that you hear the sentiment, oh, you should only build on one platform. Not true. Google has already told us we need 4 platforms. Google, the biggest search engine and one of the largest companies in the world, has said that we need to create content over 4 platforms. It's called the 7-11-4 rule. And it's actually that Google says before people want to buy from you, that they need to see 7 hours on average, 7 hours of content over 11 different touch points, 11 different times that they see your content, and over 4 different platforms. So you need 4 platforms. One of them needs to be email. The other 3 need to be content for you. They need to be content platforms, okay? Eventually, one of those platforms could be like, you know, Yelp or something like that, or Google reviews, but you're not big enough for that yet, okay? So we need to start with content and be putting content out. So make sure that you subscribe and also join the M2 marketing community in the link with the link in the description below, so that you can learn more on how you can start with YouTube and be able to post on all those different platforms without overwhelming yourself and without burning yourself out, because we have lives to live, we have jobs to work, and we have families to take care of, and we don't have enough time and resources to spend on social media all day. I don't have the desire to do that, and I don't have the time to do that or the energy. And so, does anybody have any questions right now? I love you, darling, from India. I appreciate you, Prakash. I appreciate you. Anybody have any questions about content marketing and any strategy questions? I'd love to give you some insights. Drop them in the comments below. No questions? Okay. Well, then let's keep going on what we can do in order to commit to content marketing. So, one of the things that is really important with content marketing is understanding what the goal of content marketing is. And so, a lot of people will look at content marketing as purely an advertisement. And content marketing is really getting the message out. And it shouldn't just be about trying to get the next sell, but it should be you are selling, you're always selling, but you don't always have to be selling something that costs money. And so, one of the things that you should be committing to within content marketing is building your email list. And that is why I invite people to join my email list, what I call my email community, because one, it gives me a no algorithm ability to reach out to my community and say, hey, I have a new video out. Hey, I'm going live. Hey, I want to share this information with you about what I've learned going live for 19 days straight, 30 days straight, eventually when I finish that. Let's see here. So someone says, what's going on here? Well, we're talking about committing to content marketing in 2025 and beyond. And so I've shared some strategies in order to commit to content marketing to make it work for you, so that you can increase your visibility, you can increase your reach and reach the right people with the right words, so that you can attract an audience that wants to buy from you. That is the whole purpose of this live today. And one of the things that we're talking about committing to is committing to growing an email community, because let's face it, we don't get to control the algorithm. We don't get to control the algorithm on YouTube. We don't get to control the algorithm on Instagram, TikTok, none of it. Let's see here, send this email. The only thing we can control is what we can control. And what we can control is our email community. We own that. We do not own our subscribers. We don't own our followers. We don't own the platforms. We're putting all of this content on YouTube and Instagram and TikTok or wherever you put your content, and you don't own where you're putting your information. You're renting the space. And anytime these platforms go down and they crash and you don't have access for multiple hours or half a day or longer, that impedes on your ability to reach your audience that you worked so hard to obtain, that you've worked so hard to grow. There have been people that have lost hundreds of thousands of dollars in business because they did not have an ability to reach. Oops, sorry about that. They did not have the ability to reach out to their audience when those sites went down. Hey, baby. Okay. Okay. Hi. Okay. So thank you so much for the compliment. I appreciate you. So we want to make sure that we have a non-algorithm platform that we control, that we're able to grow a community on. It's great that you have people following you on Instagram. It's great that you have people subscribed on YouTube. It's great that you have all of these followers on Instagram. But if you're not able to reach them when you want to, then it doesn't really, on a consistent basis, you're at the mercy of algorithms, and that is not how you run a sustainable business. And so we have to be with what do you call it? We have to we have to what do I want to say? We have to be in control of our business, and we have to be in control of our ability to reach our audience and to communicate with them. That's why we have to commit to building an email marketing list. I'd rather have 200 people on an email list than 200 people on social media, because those 200 people, first of all, agreed to be directly contacted by me directly. They said, I want to hear from you. Subscribers, that's passive. That could be like, oh, I found this interesting. I wouldn't mind seeing you again, but that doesn't mean I want to hear from you. But them saying yes, opting in, is them saying, I want to get one step closer to you. And so we need to make sure that we're doing that, especially in an economy where people are more hesitant to buy, they're more hesitant to spend money, they're more hesitant to transact online and with smaller businesses that don't have big reputations. So an email community will allow you to start building your reputation and building your trust on a deeper level and allow people to converse with you. I actually invited people um, to join my email list, and I'll invite you to do the same. You have two options in the description right now. You have the ability to get an exclusive copy to my personal brand profit plan that I'll send back to you by email, that talks about how you can use social media and content marketing in order to grow your personal brand, which can help you grow your business. And then I have my M2 marketing community. If you don't want to know about personal branding, but you do want to know about marketing, then go ahead and join the M2 marketing community. And that's the second link below in the description. And both of them, you will be in my community. And you can email me and I'll email you back. And I'm not a big corporation, so I can't guarantee a 24-hour turnaround, but I do check my emails. So let's see here. It says, yeah, I'm ignoring the crazy statements. I would love to do marketing with you. Yeah, one step closer to you. You're right. Yeah, we want to give people the opportunity to come closer, right? It's like being at a party, and then you see different people around and you see somebody that catches your eye. And I'm not even talking about like being like attracted to somebody. I'm just talking about like you're at a party and you hear some people talking, and you hear somebody that sounds interesting to you, like what they're saying is interesting. And maybe they're talking about football because you're interested in football. So you just get a little closer and you start listening. Then they start talking about your favorite team, and you're like, oh, I can't help myself. I gotta say something back. And so that would be somebody wanting to put a comment. And then you invite them like, hey, I'm having a game, a game day where I'm playing the game, and maybe that might be booking a call with you, or that might be a webinar, and you say, hey, I want to come to that game day with you and hang out. And every single step that they get closer to you is them saying, I trust you more, I trust you more, I trust you more, I trust you more, until they're ready to say, I want to pay you because I trust that you can help me with the thing that I need help with. And that's the whole point. And so, yeah, if you have not started your email community, you need to start it now. And I'm going to invite you all to use Kit. I actually use Kit myself. I've been using it now coming up on a year. I feel like it's a great affordable way to get started, and you don't have to be very techie to use it. They have a lot of templates that you're able to use for landing pages, and they also have the ability for you to set up payments for you to sell digital products and coaching and be able to get paid. So like if you don't have like an actual regular website, you're able to use that for yourself, instead of trying to like create a separate website or have a stand store or two, and all of those things could be really, really expensive. But starting off, I think Kit is a great option. um, you can go to kit.com, but if you want to support, you can also use my affiliate link, which I don't have in the description right now if you're on live, but I will add it on to the replay so that you can come back and get that if you want to support a small business. So let's see here. Is there anything that we can commit to with our content marketing? And I mean, there's so many things. I want to say that, and I don't know if I should even get into this one right now, but I'll touch bases on it. And this is committing to planning, research and planning the content. I think sometimes we might have an idea and we don't really vet out the idea. We don't do the research, like, how is this just interesting to me, or is this interesting to my audience? Is this something that is really needed, or did I just think of this idea and I thought it was amazing and so then I wanted to share it? And so some of the ways that I have committed to researching and planning my content is using YouTube. I use YouTube. I look at people in my niche and I research what they're talking about. What are they posting about? What are they talking about? How are they titling their videos? What do their thumbnails look like? Although I'm not really up on my thumbnail game right now. The research, if you commit to the research, you'll see more engagement. And part of the research is just also going back and looking at what you have posted and seeing what actually works. And so we have using YouTube, like use the YouTube search bar, like type in your niche or some of the questions that people might ask within your niche, and then look at what YouTube comes up. Look at what it auto populates, because once you start typing words in, YouTube will start trying to guess what they think you're going to say. And based on what they think you're going to say, you'll see a whole bunch of different options. And those different options are potential content ideas, because the higher up on the list, the higher the search volume on YouTube. And so that's a great way to do some market research to see what people are searching for when it comes to the keywords in your YouTube niche. The other and the same thing if you use that content on other platforms. The other thing is I invested in Answer the Public, so that I can see what people are searching for on Google, on YouTube, and a couple other search websites. And that lets me know the search volume, how many people are searching for this, and how much competition. So that's a great low cost way to do some market research. The other thing is to talk to people. That's what I really love about live, because as I'm getting people to comment, I'm also getting people asking questions. I'm knowing what's really in the minds of people when I am talking about content. I have multiple people ask me about um, starting a different channel versus what should they talk about on the one page. How do they figure out what to post about? These are things that I'm going to create more content about because I'm having people tell me that these are the things that they're concerned about. These are the things that they're having problems with finding solutions for. And so the more that you can have conversations with people, again going back to committing to building an email community where you can email your list and say, hey, what are you guys struggling with right now? And the more answers you can get back, the more content ideas you have that you know that people are actually interested in. And so the better you can get at research and the better you can get at planning with saying, okay, I know what titles might work, I know what topics might work. Let me plan out my points, or let me at least have a general idea. So on my lives, I don't typically write out a whole outline because I do like to give room to be able to have conversations. But on my pre-recorded videos, I do have outlines that I use, and I set up my iPad so that I can look at my notes so that I can stay on track because I like those to be a little bit more refined. Right now we're just chilling and we're just talking. So I'm gonna leave it there. I may do a part 2 on what you can do to commit. Let me know. Comment part 2 if I should do a part 2. I think I may do a part 2. So comment the word part 2 if you want to hear more on what you commit, because there's so much more. I could probably talk another hour about the different things we can commit to in order to use content marketing to grow our businesses in 2025 and beyond. And so before I go, I want to invite you to join the M2 marketing community. Link is in the description, and you can also get a copy of the personal brand profit plan so that you can see what the foundation is for using content to build a personal brand that is profitable and helps you to sell more and build your authority online. And so with that, I'm going to say, make sure that you share a meaningful marketing message with someone that you can help today, and I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.